Hey everyone! Before we dive into this story, please hit that subscribe button to join my channel for more real-life tales of standing up and breaking free. Families have a way of casting you in their favorite rerun, and you don't even realize you're the star until the lines play out verbatim. I was at my desk, buried in work, when my phone pinged with a notification. A message gone in a flash. From my sister, Jessica, of course. She's always been a bit too fond of controlling the narrative, erasing her tracks. But my phone, quicker than her second thoughts, had already snagged her 8-second voice memo before she could wipe it away. Curiosity got the better of me. I tapped play. Her voice cut through, sharp and dismissive. Mom will guilt trip her into it. Lisa always caves. She just caves. I stopped cold. She wasn't wrong. I caved at Christmas. Caved at the lake house. Caved so often my backbone might as well have been a neon sign flashing, yes. But as I stared at the $5,000 deposit receipt for our family's upcoming getaway, something fragile but fed up inside me finally stood firm. What if this time I didn't cave? What happens when the one everyone expects to buckle decides to break the cycle instead? I'm Lisa, and this is how I bankrolled a family vacation, got roped into being the unpaid nanny, and finally said enough by locking my entire family out of the house at 2 a.m. to stay with me until the end, because I'll spill exactly how far I took it and whether they had it coming. I'm 33, single, and a freelance UX/UI designer. In other words, I craft, debug, and polish the digital ecosystems that keep fintech giants running smoothly. Bank interfaces, investment platforms, payment systems. A single click can move millions. I build that. But to my family, I might as well be playing Minesweeper in sweatpants. To them, working from home equals being on call for favors. If I'm home, I'm free. If my Wi-Fi's on, I'm loafing. If I'm breathing, I'm fair game for interruptions. No one bought into that faster than Jessica, my older sister, the family's golden standard. Ivy League diploma, cushy marketing job, married to Robert, who tosses around phrases like strategic alignment without a hint of self-awareness. Their kids, Thomas, 8, and Sarah, 5, are pure chaos wrapped in adorable monogram backpacks. I adore my niece and nephew, no question. But in Jessica's world, my childless, flexible life makes me the perfect candidate for one role: the family's fallback plan. Need a driver, chef, entertainer, or problem solver? Guess who's already been drafted just by existing? Every family gathering turned into my one-woman show, unpaid and running on fumes. Last Christmas, I cooked for 10, barely pausing to open a gift before tackling a sink full of gravy-crusted dishes. They watched It's a Wonderful Life while I scrubbed the kitchen floor. At the lake house, I was chauffeur, barbecue queen, and activity coordinator, all while balancing 3 client projects on spotty rural Wi-Fi, working from midnight to 3 a.m. to keep up. This year, I vowed to take back my life. No more sleeping on pull-out couches at my parents' place. No more Lisa's Got It committees. I found the perfect solution, and it felt like a movie score was building behind me. A gorgeous coastal Airbnb called the Osprey's Nest. 5 bedrooms, a spacious kitchen, a heated pool. Plenty of room so no one's stress bled into anyone else's space. This is it. I typed in the family group chat back in February, dropping the link. Everyone gets their own room. We split costs evenly, share chores, share meals, no martyrs, no moochers. To prove I meant it, I fronted the $5,000 deposit with my own card. A goodwill gesture, or maybe a lure I didn't see coming. Then I did what I do best. I organized. A color-coded Google spreadsheet with columns for meals, cleanup, activities, and costs. I even put my name first, Monday dinner and kitchen duty, to lead by example. I thought a clear plan would keep things fair. Spoiler, it didn't. By mid-March, the group chat was a digital dumpster fire. Endless pings, zero action. My spreadsheet sat untouched, my name glowing alone on the first row like a beacon of misplaced hope. Then Jessica made her move. Lisa, since you're heading up early anyway, can you grab all the groceries? I'll send a list. Before I could respond, Mom jumped in, perfect. Your car's got the space. Just put it on the shared bill. We'll square up later. I opened Jessica's list, expecting maybe chips and juice boxes. Instead, it was a logistics manifest for a small army. 3 types of milk for cereals, fresh produce for 9, enough steak and chicken to feed a battalion, cases of water, craft beer, premium gin, and 2 bottles of Dad's favorite whiskey for evening sipping. My finger hovered over the keyboard. I took a deep breath and typed, I can get the dry goods and drinks, but I can't manage the refrigerated stuff. My car's not a cooler for a 3-hour drive. Jessica's reply was instant. A single thumbs up emoji, the digital equivalent of an exasperated eye roll. That little icon captured 33 years of family dynamics better than any posed holiday snapshot. That's when I quietly decided, this time I was done caving. A week later, the real plan surfaced. Jessica posted a link to a local winery. Booked a tour at Sabza Vineyards for Friday at 2 p.m. It's going to be incredible. Full tasting and vineyard walk. Who's in? Mom, Dad, Jessica, and Robert replied instantly, count us in. I scanned the list, puzzled. Jessica, you forgot me for the wine tour. I'd love to go, that place looks stunning. The 3 dots blinked as she typed. My stomach nodded with a familiar unease. Her reply landed. Oh, sweetie, I didn't think you'd be free. Someone's got to stay with Thomas and Sarah. They're too young for a winery. My fingers froze over the keyboard. Why's Friday the only option? I asked. Her response. It's the only day Robert's parents can't watch them and we really want to go. It just makes sense, Lisa. You'll be working anyway, right? There was the assumption that because I work from home, my vacation isn't real. It's just remote work with better scenery. I'm on vacation, Jessica. I typed, hands trembling. I'm not planning to work the whole time. That's why I made the spreadsheet, to share tasks so we all get a break. Her reply was quick. You're always glued to your laptop. The kids love you, it's not a big deal. You can chill by the pool while they play. That night, I paced my apartment, city traffic coming outside. I felt cornered. I'd shelled out thousands for a trip where I was now expected to play unpaid babysitter. If I bailed, I'd lose the deposit and ruin the trip for everyone, including my parents, who I still foolishly wanted to make happy. If I went, I'd be stuck in the same role I'd fought my whole life to escape. I texted my friend Patricia, who lives in my building and always keeps it real. I sent her the screenshots. Her response was instant. Lisa, they're not asking you to babysit. They're assigning you. They've already decided you're just part of the house, like free Wi-Fi or running water. She was right. A calm resolve settled over me. I wasn't angry anymore, just done. Then Jessica's voice memo arrived. The one she deleted instantly, but my phone had already saved. I hit play. Mom will guilt her into it. Lisa always caves. She just caves. Her tone was so casual, so smug. I played it 3 more times, each word sinking deeper. Lisa always caves. I pulled up the Airbnb listing for the Osprey's Nest and scrolled through the amenities. There it was, host can arrange certified local childcare services with 48 hours notice. Fees apply. A clean, logical solution. I messaged Jessica privately. Found a great fix. Airbnb offers a certified babysitting service through a local agency. We can book a sitter for Friday afternoon. I'll split the cost 50-50 to keep it fair. I was proud of that compromise. Her reply came in under a minute. No way. Why would we pay a stranger hundreds when you're right there? Stop dodging this. We're counting on you. Just reschedule your dumb call. My dumb call. 6 months of work tied to $1 million contract's next phase. I checked Splitwise. Jessica's balance, unpaid. My parents' balance, unpaid. I looked at the Airbnb booking. My name, my card, my deposit. Lisa always caves. Not this time. We all drove up separately on Monday afternoon. I got there first and met Susan, the host, who was warm and welcoming. She gave me a tour of the villa. Breathtaking, with massive windows framing the ocean, the air rich with salt and pine. Check-in's all digital, Susan explained, showing me the smart lock system. Here's the master code. You can set temporary guest codes if you want, and this app controls the security system and pool heating. Perfect, I said. This place is even better than the photos. The family rolled in an hour later, and the vibe was frosty. Jessica, and Mom barely glanced at me, claiming the two ocean view master suites without a word. Dad just shook his head. You've really outdone yourself this time, Lisa. What? Gotten us into this gorgeous house? I replied, keeping it light. He grunted and trailed Mom upstairs. The first 2 days were strained. I set up my workspace in a small back office, took calls, and went for Long Beach walks. Meanwhile, Mom, Dad, Jessica, and Robert went out for lunch without a word to me. I didn't mind, I was getting work done in peace. But I overheard them muttering in the kitchen. She's just holed up with her laptop. Hasn't lifted a finger to help with the kids. They didn't notice I'd been up at 6 a.m. cleaning their mess from the night before. The text started pouring in that morning. Mom, 8:15 a.m. Lisa opened the door. This is childish. You're scaring the kids. Dad, 8:45 a.m. I'm warning you, Lisa. 1 minute to let us in, or I'm calling the host. Jessica, 9:02 a.m. The code's not working. You locked us out? Are you out of your mind? Dad, 9:15 a.m. She's gone. Her car's not here. Jessica, 9:30 a.m. The host just called. She's kicking us out because we violated terms. You did this. You ruined everything. Mom, 10 a.m. We're stranded on the road with the kids. Where are we supposed to go? Your father's livid. You're out of this family. This is the most selfish thing you've ever done. Then came Susan's message. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for the heads up this morning. I'm sorry this happened. I reviewed your evidence package. Your family was hostile when I called, but they've left. Per Airbnb policy, since they violated terms and refused to pay, I've charged the additional card on file for the outstanding balance. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. I smiled. Before we arrived, I'd insisted Jessica add her card for incidentals. Guess this counted. I spent the rest of the trip at a nearby hotel. I swam, ordered room service, read 3 novels, and slept uninterrupted. When I drove home, my apartment felt lighter, truly mine for the first time. It's been 3 months. I haven't spoken to Jessica or my parents. After a week of angry voicemails, they switched to guilt trips. Mom left tearful messages about shattering the family and betraying my niece and nephew. Dad sent a curt text. You really hurt your mother. I didn't respond. The hardest part? I miss Thomas and Sarah. They're innocent in this. But I've been grieving a sisterly bond with Jessica that I now see never existed. I wasn't her sister. I was her safety net, the one she could always count on to cave. Here's what I've learned. No is a complete sentence. People who thrive on your lack of boundaries will call you selfish when you finally set them. Your time is your greatest asset. Guard it fiercely. Sometimes, the only way to show your worth is to remove it entirely. The Cygnus project was a huge win, landing me 2 new clients and a 30% income boost. Last weekend, I used that bonus to book a solo trip to Mexico. No group chats, no spreadsheets, just me, my laptop, and the sea. For the first time, I'm not caving. I'm soaring. Here's my take. Lisa did what she had to. Her family wasn't asking for help. They were exploiting her. They refused to pay for the trip she funded, expected her to ditch her career, and admitted they banked on her caving. Locking them out wasn't petty. It was the only way they'd hear her. Sometimes, you have to disappear to teach people your value. What do you think? Did Lisa go too far? Or did they get what they deserved? Share your honest thoughts in the comments. If this story resonated, smash that like button and subscribe for more stories about people who stop being doormats. You teach people how to treat you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.